That's the snapper that I'm chasing, and I'm using the float lining. Another one. Sharks. Got one. Hey, welcome back to the Jetcast channel. I'm in the 80 metre zones. It's my favourite spot, so I come out here a lot. I'm on my own. My buddy dropped out this morning at the last moment, so here I am on my lonesome, not a boat in sight, and I'm targeting snapper, pearl perch, whatever I can find out here. Usual sort of nice table fish. So stick around and I'll show you the action from today. Pretty happy with these L-Cat gang hooks actually for catching snapper. They're really good actually. Very sharp, and generally speaking, you hook up on these, you're hooked up. They're not going to come off. They're a good set of gangs. You get 3 sets for about $10 Australian, so they're pretty good. You can see they've got little swivels, so it makes it easy to bait up as well, so very nice. So I'm using number 6 click sinkers. These are the wonderful little snap-on, like a clam. Snap them on your line. They come in a little pack. We're selling those on the Jetcast site these days, and you can see what I mean when I just get my rig here. I just snap it on. In my case, I'm normally putting them right on the hook, top hook, so straight on there like that. Actually got to make sure the leads through the hole in the middle there, and then so I can change the weight, as I mentioned a couple of times, that change the weight to suit the need. Yeah, so on the sounder there at that 70 metres above, that's the snapper that I'm chasing, and I'm using the float lining. There's not a lot of other fish out here at the moment, so there's not really worth jigging or anything. I haven't seen any sign of kingfish or anything at the moment. So it's float lining for snapper. Snapper's obviously one of our best table fish out here, and I'm butterflying dead slimy mackerels. So, sorry, not slimies, they're yakkers. So basically cut the tail off, get a bit of flaps going, so butterflying, and then rig it up the usual way with the top hook near the head, because that's where the fish are going to take the bait. So I'm measuring out basically where to put the hook. One through the bottom flap, one through the whole thing, and then one through the top just in front of the eye, that soft bend brain. Make sure the hook is beautifully exposed, nice and flat, and then go back to your spot if you're drifting. Yep. Got one. Could be a snapper. Swimming like a snapper, hopefully. Not super big, but hey, snapper will be fine. Coming up. 85 meters, getcha. Seems like it could be a bit small now. Oh no, which is a good size. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, I'd say it'd be in the 60s. Oh yeah, definitely decent size. Let's have a look. Yeah, just over the 60. I don't know, 62. I'm just gonna hold it. There we go. Good to get some runs on the board, hey? On the float line. And it's taken the top hook. Okay. And I lost it. Oh, it's a better one, I think. Just having a good fight, having a good dig. Oh, come on. I just got to get it up away from the sharks. So hopefully he's hooked well. He seems to be. They're very patchy, the snapper today. Not many of them around, but they seem to be a reasonable size. And that's probably better, as long as you can find them. It's hard to find them at the moment. There we go. Yes, another one about the same size, I'd say. That winding though, whew. Wears you out. Yeah, very nice and clean, that one too. On the top hook again, you can see there, he's gone for the top hook. That's the one that's caught. So, as I said, you can catch snapper on one hook if you want, but at least with the 3 hooks, it gives you a bit of, I guess, safety if there's other fish which don't just take the head. There we go. It's another one about the 62. As we know, snapper, one of the best eating fish out here. So very happy to take another one home. I think the float lining's working a little bit better today because the current's backed off a bit. Well, I think maybe the current's still there, but in the water, but the wind's blowing against it. So although it's making it a little bit lumpy, it's keeping me more over the spots. Last time I came out, I didn't do real well. It was about a 3-knot current running here, and the wind was with the current. Float lining was almost useless unless you put a really big sinker on. It's a bit of a trade-off. That's why I'm using the click sinkers that clip onto the line. I can have a lighter or a heavier a sinker depending on the current. And if I drop it down, it's taking too long to get through the water column. I'll put a little bit more weight on it. If it's getting down too fast, I'll take the weight off and make it a bit lighter. You want that bait to sort of have a bit of air time as it's going down, so to speak, or water time, and float through the water column and attract some of the bigger fish that are feeding. You can see on the sounder there, the fish are pretty patchy. That's what I'm dropping on there. And to time your waft is very difficult. But that's why I put a slightly bigger sinker on, and I'm hoping that the combination of the big yakka, butterfly, and the big sinker will attract the attention of any sort of lone snapper out hunting. So I think I'm okay with this drop. I think I'm going to land on them this time. I'm getting pretty close to the zone, I'd say now. Just hopefully that the bait doesn't get down there when I've gone right past them. Which, when it's this patchy, there's a 50% chance you're going to do it each time. But as I said, there's probably it's quite a big bait. It's quite a large yakka, and what I'm waiting for is this line just to go rapidly start spinning off when something's grabbed the bait. You see it's still just spooling out. It's getting close to the bottom though, so should happen soon if it's going to happen. There we go. No. Oh yeah, just swimming up. Oh, here it goes. Now it's fighting. And now it knows it's hooked. Oh. This looks like another snapper, I'd say. Now that's 3 drops, 3 fish. That's good. If I can keep this one, that is. I think it might be a bit small or something. It just feels a bit small because it's coming up reasonably easy. There it is. Oh no, looks all right. Yep, another good similar size. Almost identical in size. That's great. Very spirited. I think because he didn't have a big, he just got reefed up from the bottom quickly. Oh, great! Just spewed on my seat cover. Very nice. There you go. Another nice one. Length almost identical, probably about 61, almost identical size. So there we go. If you look at that on the sounder there, that's a big bait school, and up there is the sharks. That's the bait, and that could be a shark under it as well, and then probably under that is the snapper, just sort of to the on the left hand side there in the bottom. So if I hook something here like a snapper, I have to wind like crazy to get it past the sharks. Oh, yep, now I got it. It doesn't feel very big at the moment, but bring him up anyway. So I might be a bit smaller this one. Maybe he's just not as good a swimmer. Wishful thinking. He's having a bit of a dig now. Where is it? Oh. Yeah. A pearly. A pearly. There we go, yeah. Yeah, he's just legal. I like to keep him though. That's it. Oh, yes. Yes. This one's all right. I think it's a snapper. Yeah, I think it's a snapper. Oh boy. Electric would be all right, wouldn't it? This depth. A nice one. Another similar size, maybe a little bit bigger. There he is. It's a biggie. All right, how big is he? He's just got up to about 65. There we go. Another nice one. Let's go back. Ooh. Yep. We're on. That's a snapper. Oh. Just felt the hook slip a bit then. Hopefully it's not a pearly. Oh, if it's a pearly and it was a big one, I'd be happy. Oh, yes. Not quite as big, but still, that's it. The bag has been bagged. There we go. He's about, I'd say, 45, 50 or something. Let's have a quick look. He's still legal. Yeah, he's running the 50. So not as big as the others, but again, good pan sizes. They call them a penny. Very nice. Well, there you go. Not a bad haul today. I'm quite happy with that. Always like to catch snapper. They're great sports fish, a little bit tricky to catch, and do enjoy it. Thanks for coming back to the Jetcast channel. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you later.